Alright, so I'm in Dyea, Alaska, where it all began. Klondike Gold Rush first kicked off here. This is where it started. All of it. There would be no Dawson City, there would be no Skagway, Alaska, there would be... Whitehorse would be probably a fraction of what it is today if it weren't for this place. The vast majority of your prospectors came in from... They took a boat, a steamship from Seattle, and it stopped down here. A lot of guys ended up basically being screwed over by Mother Nature because the boats would stop down here and they'd huck all their shit off onto the beach, and then sometimes the guys would just be like, oh, we're fuck it, we're here now, so let's just go like find a wall tent somewhere and drink whiskey. And then they'd come back at the end of the night and their shit would be floating because the tide came in. Dyea was kind of, it was a hard place to start, but it's where the Chilkoot Trail head is. So either if you were going to take the Chilkoot Trail, you'd come to Dyea and you'd start here, or you would take the White Pass, so you would hike about another day or two through the mountains and you go to Skagway, and then you would take the White Pass, which was equally as treacherous. There's still places you can go along the trail and you can find horse bones because the horses basically just fucking offed themselves. The conditions were so horrible that they just walked over the edge. They're like, fuck this shit, I'm done. So White Pass was brutal. It's just, it was flat, so you didn't have to contend with the pass, the mountains, but it was so fucking muddy. I mean, guys were dropping dead. Fucking, there were bodies all over the place. There were horses, like dead horses all over the place. You were just stepping over bodies. It was brutal. Anyway, this is where it all began. This is where it all started. There would be nothing up here if it weren't for this place. Absolutely nothing. See, this is what I'm talking about. It's just, it's muddy. It's a muddy beach, and it's low tide right now. But at high tide, by the night, this is all gonna be underwater. That's where the pilings were for the old dock back like 125 years ago. The tide used to go up like 2 miles behind me. You dock, and then they'd throw all your shit out on the beach, just muddy ground, much like this. You'd have to just drag all of your shit way the fuck over there to get it off the beach, or else, like I said, you were fucked when the tide came in and your like 6 months worth of provisions were just gone.